reads 2:17, same as yesterday. Moonlight paints the ceiling in its usual quiet way. My hand moves on its own across the empty sheet, searching for the warmth that used to comfort me. The pillow still remembers how you turn and pull me close. Now it only echoes with the silence I can't outgrow. I whisper your name softly like a prayer into the dark, hoping somehow you can feel it wherever you are. No thunder, no storm, just this gentle kind of ache that wakes me up each night and won't let me escape. Nights I still reach for you, even though I know you're somewhere far and new. My fingers find the cold side where your heartbeat used to be, and my heart still breaks a little more quietly. I curl into the hollow like it's all that I can do, holding on to nothing the way I used to hold you. These are the nights I still reach for you. I keep your old t-shirt folded underneath my head. It doesn't smell like you anymore, but I pretend it does instead. The dreams come soft and cruel, showing me your face. Then morning pulls the curtain on that temporary grace. I scroll through old messages when the loneliness gets loud, reading every good night like it's still allowed. My thumb hovers over your name, then I put the phone away, knowing one more I miss you would only make me stay. Time was supposed to teach me how to sleep alone, but every night my body forgets what it's been shown. Nights I still reach for you, even though I know you're somewhere far and new. My fingers find the cold side where your heartbeat used to be, and my heart still breaks a little more quietly. I curl into the hollow like it's all book is open, the light is dim. I'm humming the ghost of a melody's rim. We wrote the bridge and the chorus in June, dancing in kitchens to a half-finished tune. But the ink bottle tipped and the candle burned low, and you took the bridge where I couldn't go. Now I'm staring at lines that are empty and wide, with the symphony breaking and nowhere to hide. The rhyming is jagged, the meter is wrong. I'm singing the shadow of what was our song. I'm reaching for metaphors, reaching for air, but the page is a mirror of you not being there. Oh, the music is soaring, but the words are all stone. I'm finishing the anthem on my very own. It's a beautiful tragedy, grand only view, writing the last verse without you. Ooh, the violins cry and the textures turn cold, telling the ending we never foretold. A masterpiece bleeding a sky turning blue. In the last verse, without you. I tried to find words for the way that you left, but language is hollow, a season of theft. Should it be goodbye or I'll see you again, or just a long silence where the us should have been? I'm playing the chords that you taught me to hold, but the wood of the piano is biting and cold. I'm adding a minor key where it was major before, while I watch the light fade underneath the door. No grand finale, no standing ovation, just the slow, quiet hum of a heart's isolation. I'm closing the book, I'm cutting the mic. This isn't the ending that any of us like. Yeah, the music is soaring, but the words are all stone. I'm finishing the anthem on my very own. It's a beautiful tragedy, a grand lonely view, writing the last verse without you. Ooh, the violins cry and the textures turn cold, telling the ending we never foretold. A masterpiece bleeding a sky turning blue. In the last verse, without you, without you. The melody's ending, the silence is mending, the song is finally done. It started like a wildfire, burning bright and new. Now it's just a quiet line I trace when I think of you. The edges once were sharp, they used to cut so deep, but time has softened everything except the way I still can't sleep. I touched the place you left me, where the color used to bloom. It's light and now it's angry, like a flower pressed too soon. The pain has learned to whisper instead of scream my name, but the memory still lingers underneath the faded frame. No dramatic ending, no final breaking wave, just slowly disappearing like a tattoo that time gave, love that faded like a scar. Once so vivid, now it's barely there at all. It used to wake and burn whenever you were far. Now it only whispers when the nights are dark and small. I run my fingers over what we used to be, a gentle raised reminder of the us that couldn't stay. Love that faded like a scar, still beautiful in its decay. I see you in the mirror sometimes when I smile, a flicker of the laughter that we lost along the mile. The photos have grown dusty, the songs don't hurt as much, but every once in a while the feeling comes in cuts. I kept the little things we shared, a note, a silver ring. They sit inside a drawer like birds without their wings. They don't scream anymore, they only softly sigh, reminding me that even love can learn to say goodbye. We didn't crash, we didn't burn, we simply dimmed until there was nothing left to love. Love that faded like a scar, once so vivid, now it's barely there at all. It used to wake and burn whenever you were far. Now it only whispers when the nights are dark and small. I run my fingers over what we used to be, a gentle raised reminder etched in memory. Love that faded like a scar, still beautiful in its decay. Sometimes I wish it hurt the way it did before. At least the bleeding meant that I was still fighting for something real and living, something worth the tears. Now it's just this quiet line that slowly disappeared. I wonder if you feel it too when you're alone at night, a faint and faded echo of the love we held so tight. Love that faded like a scar, once so loud, now it barely leaves a mark, but I still feel it breathing underneath my heart. A quiet kind of beauty in the way we fell apart. I'll carry it forever in the softest kind of way. The love that slowly vanished with the passing of the days. Love that faded like a scar, faded like a scar. Love that faded like a scar, still here, fading with me. I'll leave the lamp on every night, the one beside your chair, a small and stubborn circle glowing softly in the air. The rest of the house is sleeping, wrapped in quiet blue, but that one golden window still believes in you. The neighbor Neighbors think I'm waiting for someone who'll never come. They don't see the way I sit here when the day is done, staring at the curtain where your shadow used to fall, hoping one more evening it might answer when I call. No loud goodbyes, no slamming door, just this tiny flame still fighting for what came before. The last light in the window is the only thing that hasn't let you go. It burns for all the evenings when you'd stumble through the snow and smile at me like coming home was all you'd ever know. I keep it on for both of us, though you may never see this fragile little beacon of the us we used to be. The last light in the window, still burning just for me. I changed the bulb last Tuesday when it finally flickered low. Told myself this time I'd let the darkness take its hold. But when the room went black, the silence felt too loud. So I turned it on again and disappeared into the crowd of memories that gather round this single glowing square. Every laugh, every whisper, every touch that isn't there. The light doesn't judge me for the hope I can't release. It simply holds the space where you once brought me peace. Time keeps telling me to turn it off and walk away, but my heart still isn't ready for that kind of empty day. The last light in the window is the only thing that hasn't let you go. It burns through every season, every winter, every snow. A quiet kind of courage that the rest of me can't show. I keep it on for both of us, though you may never see this fragile little beacon of the us we used to be. The last light in the window, still burning just for me. One day I might find the strength to let the darkness win. Blow the flame out gently and finally let you in to the part of me that's ready to begin again. But tonight the light is all I have to call a friend. It knows every secret, every tear I've cried alone. It never asks me questions, never tells me I should move on. The last light in the window is fading slower than the love I used to know. It flickers like my heartbeat when the memories overflow. A dying kind of beautiful that refuses to let go. I'll leave it on a little last light in the window still burning for you and me. The last light in the window still on for you, still on. Still there's a frame still hanging on the wall, just collecting where we used to fall. Golden light and a frozen scene, but something's missing in between. Your laughter used to live in there, now it echoes thin through empty air. Brush strokes fade where love once stayed, a quiet ghost in shades of grey. I trace the lines we used to know, but time has blurred them soft and slow. It's the portrait that lost its smile, frozen in a better while. Every color turned to blue since the day I lost you. I keep staring, hoping somehow it will come back to me now. But all I see through tear-stained eyes is a love that slowly died. There's a crack beneath the painted sky where we swore we'd never say goodbye. Soft illusions, delicate truth, fading like the light of youth. Your shadow lingers in the frame, but it doesn't feel the same. Every glance just pulls me through a silent world without you. I hear your voice in quiet dreams, but wake up to the in-between. It's the portrait that lost its smile, caught inside a broken while. Every heartbeat feels askew since the day I lost you. I keep reaching through the past, trying to make the moment last. But all that's left behind the glass is the love I couldn't grasp. If I could repaint every line, maybe you'd still be mine. But no color can disguise the emptiness behind your eyes. Faded tones, silent home. I'm here alone. I'm here alone. It's the portrait that lost its smile, time erased it mile by mile. All the warmth we ever knew turned to echoes without you. And I'm standing in the dark with your memory as my spark. But every piece of what we were is just a blur, just a blur. So I'll leave it on the wall where it watches as I fall, a masterpiece of love and pain that will never smile again. I play the same 4 chords when the house gets too still. Minor notes that echo everything I feel. Each key press feels like pressing on a bruise that never heals, bringing back the melody of how it used to feel. The piano knows our story better than I do. It sings the parts I'm too afraid to say to you. Every broken harmony still carries your perfume and pulls me back to evenings spent inside this room. No resolution, no final major lift, just endless minor circles that refuse to shift. Unhealed wounds in minor chords, playing softly where our perfect love got torn. Every note reminds me of the nights we swore we'd stay. Now they bleed in slow motion when the music starts to play. I let the sadness linger, let it wrap around my chest, 'cause feeling nothing scares me more than all the rest. These unhealed wounds and minor chords. I never learned to finish what we started on that bench. The song stays incomplete, like the love that left a trench. My fingers trace the places where your hands would overlap. Now they only find the silence and the gap. Sometimes I sing your name between the measures, soft and low, hoping that the music somehow helps me let you go. But every time the chorus comes, the pain returns in waves, carrying the memory of brighter, warmer days. The melody won't let me move ahead. It keeps me anchored to the words we never said. Unhealed wounds in minor chords, heavy, sharp, and flat, still cuts like tiny swords. They play the love we lost in perfect minor tongue, turning tender moments into something overgrown. I let the sadness linger, let it wrap around my chest, 'cause feeling nothing scares me more than all the rest. These unhealed wounds in minor chords. If I could change the key and turn this pain to light, I'd rewrite every measure, make the ending feel alright. But my heart only knows how to play it sad and slow, so I keep returning to the place we used to go, where the music understood us better than we knew. And every minor chord still feels like missing you. Unhealed wounds in minor chords, still playing long after the final word was scored. They hum beneath my breathing when the silence gets too loud, a quiet kind of record Let the music tell the story of where we've been. Unhealed wounds in minor chords. Unhealed wounds in minor chords. Still playing for you. I'm standing where the grass meets the mud, watching the silver water churn and flood. I remember your hand warm in my palm, before the sky broke, before we lost the calm. You said the current was just a gentle pull, but now the silence is heavy and full. I'm reaching for shadows in the afternoon light, but you're drifting further out of my sight. And I can't swim fast enough to catch the ghost of us. The more I reach, the more I'm turning into dust. Oh, it wasn't a goodbye, it was a tide that took the secrets you used to hide. It swept through the valley, it broke every bank. I'm left on the shore while my spirit just sank. I'm calling your name, but the water is a gray. It took all the words that I wanted to say. Now I'm just a witness to what we can't stay, to the river that carried you away. Carried you away. I find your old sweater tangled in the reeds, a hollow reminder of all of my needs. The ripples are marking the shape of your face, then blurring away without leaving a trace. Is it peaceful down there where the deep water flows? Does it wash off the pain that nobody knows? I'm still on the edge, shivering in the blue, just a girl on a bank, still looking for you. Don't let the current take the best of your soul. Don't let the white water take its toll. I'd jump in the deep if I thought I could save, but I'm just a shadow standing over a grave. Yeah, it wasn't a goodbye, it was a tide that took the secrets you used to hide. It swept through the valley, it broke every bank. I'm left on the shore while my spirit just sank. I'm calling your name, but the water is gray. It took all the words that I wanted to say. Now I'm just a witness to what we can't stay, to the river that carried you away. Carried you away, further than the stars, deeper than my scars. The water is so cold. The silence between our songs. We used to live in melodies, every word a harmony. Now the space between the lines feels heavier with time. Your voice fades into the air like it's never really there. All the notes we used to play drift like echoes far away. I try to fill the quiet in, but I don't know where to begin. It's the silence between our songs, where everything went wrong. All the love we couldn't say still lingers in the pause, every breath feels like dancing with regret. Now I'm lost where I belong, in the silence between our songs. There's a rhythm in my chest, but it doesn't sound like us. Every beat just stumbles through, missing parts of me and you. We were more than just a tune. Now I'm humming out of tune, trying not to break apart in the quiet of my heart. I call your name into the void, but only emptiness responds. It's the silence between our songs, where the feeling still belongs. All the words we never said echo in my head, every second stretching wide with the tears I try to hide. Now I'm barely holding on, in the silence between our songs. If I could press rewind on us, would the music still be enough? Or would we fall into this space where love just fades without a trace? No sound, no you, just truth. It's the silence between our songs, where I've been all along. Every memory remains like a soft unending pain. And though I try to let you go, this quiet won't let me move on. So I stay where I went wrong, in the silence between our songs. If love was more than what we knew, why did it fade without a cue? Now all that's left of me and you is silence breaking through. I found the shoebox tucked under the stairs, filled with the forever we used to share. Yellowed edges and ink starting to bleed. Every I love you I no longer need. I took them outside where the air's getting cold, to the edge of the hill where the stories unfold. I open my hands and I let the grip go, watching the paper dance high and then low. There goes the night that we stayed up till dawn. There goes the promise that's already gone. I'm watching the cursive dissolve in the gray, while the sky turns to charcoal and washes away. Oh, it's a beautiful wreck, a sky full of white, love notes scattered in the middle of the night. They're caught in the branches, they're lost in the pines, the thousand I misuse between all the lines. I'm standing here empty, my palms facing up, while the wind drinks the dregs of a broken heart cup. Nothing is left of the fire we pinned, just love notes scattered in the wind. Scattered in the wind. One landed soft on the hood of your car, a ghost of a feeling that's traveled too far. Another is spinning, a white-winged bird, carrying every unspoken word. I thought if I kept them I'd keep you here too, but paper is fragile and so was our true. Now they're just confetti for a parade that is dead, echoing everything we should have said. Fly it's a beautiful wreck, a sky full of white. Love notes scattered in the middle of the night. They're caught in the branches, they're lost in the pines. 1,000 I miss yous between all the lines. I'm standing here empty, my palm seizing up, while the wind drinks the dregs of a broken heart cup. Nothing is left of the fire we pinned, just love notes scattered in the wind. Scattered in the wind, scattered in the wind. Just a page, just a name. I'm letting go of the frame.